there was something that I struggled with for a very long time. And that was caring about what people thought of me. And I know for a fact that, this is a very common problem for a lot of people to have. The way that you're perceived to others matters a lot. And I get that. Usually the advice that people give is like, well, just don't care about it and you'll be sweet. And we all know that. We all know that that's probably what we should do, and that's probably how we should approach the way that we feel. Like, of course, if we just don't care, then it doesn't fucking matter. But how do we actually stop caring about what others think of us? For so long it held me back. For so long it prevented me from saying the things that I wanted to say, from being who I actually wanted to be, from just being the real me. I guess the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I'm kind of now on the other side, right? I genuinely can say, as of today, that I just don't give a fuck. I just do not give a fuck about what anyone thinks, says, anything. I don't care. But it took me a long I'm 33 years old now, and it wasn't until this year that I truly embraced the not giving of the fucks. And so hopefully I can share with you some lessons that will allow you to kind of change your perspective slowly. Now, obviously this isn't going to be an overnight thing. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I watched this video that Wesley did and all of a sudden I don't give a fuck. That's not going to happen. But these few things have helped me specifically. The first one is reminding myself that I'm just going to die and so is everyone else. That's a pretty big one for me. The moment I actually internalized that thought and really sat with it, true, I am going to die. And so is everybody else. Everybody that knows me is also going to die eventually. Therefore, if everyone's going to die, then ultimately at the end of the day, nothing really matters. As I share these with you, these are thoughts, perspectives, mindset shifts that I collected in my arsenal of thoughts that eventually got me to a position where I was able to say I don't give a fuck. The second one I heard from when I went to a seminar, like a business seminar. It was kind of like there was guest speakers and shit. And this girl was talking about her social media growth and things that she kind of had to learn along the way. Of obviously not giving a fuck was a part of it. But she said, people's opinions don't pay your bills. Now, that one was huge. That hit home for me at the time, and I was like, fucking true. If there's people out there that is probably talking shit about you, or whatever it is that you're putting out, and if people are saying bad things about you, then they're probably not going to contribute to your success anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter. The third one is me eventually realizing that everything is a mirror. I'm going to try and explain this as best as I can. This is the first time I've ever tried to articulate this. Whatever we humans, people, think of others is usually a reflection of our internal state. For example, let's just say you were driving down the highway and you maybe cut someone off. They fucking lost it. Road rage to the max, fucking beeping the horn, flipping you off, swearing at you. That reaction right there is reflection of how they are feeling about themselves in the moment at the time. And I'll be completely honest, I've been in business for 10 years now, and I've experienced my fair share of people talking shit about me. And that one right there actually made me feel more empathy rather than feeling bad about myself. It allowed me to look at these people and go, man, I feel sorry for however you're feeling right now. Like, obviously something is not okay inside of you, and I hope you're able to work through that. And so that framework simply just shifted the hate away from me. So I was able to not internalize their hate into me. Now, that's all well and good, right? That's if you're actually receiving hate, but you're probably also not even receiving hate. Let's be honest, you're probably not. If you were to go ahead and put yourself out there and do something, then people talking shit about you or thinking something of you, that might actually all be in your head. And this is actually a really good way to think about it, because other humans are so fucking busy dealing with their own shit. They have their own issues, they have their own insecurities, they have their own things that they need to do. They might see something of yours pop up online. Maybe you're creating content, or maybe you're starting a new business or something like that, putting yourself out there. And they might see you pop up and think something briefly, but I can probably say in the next 30 minutes they've completely forgotten about you because they've got their own shit to deal with. And that right there helped me massively, because the mechanism of action here is realizing that I'm not the center of the fucking universe. Because you believing that all of these people are thinking and talking about you in a negative way is actually a very self-centered way to exist. It's you saying that I am the center of the fucking universe and everyone is looking at me, but it's not the case. Everyone is their own center of universe. I think we're up to number 5. I lost count. But the last one here that I want to leave you with, and I really hope that this has been helpful. If it hasn't, leave me a comment and say this was actually fucking shit. The last thing that has really helped me was repeating the phrase "I don't give a fuck" over and over and over again until it just stuck. Like I said, it's taken me a long time to get to this point. But if you just keep saying it over and over and over again, kind of like fake it till you make it, eventually it just becomes true. Because you've repeated it and you've put it out into the world, or you've said it to yourself that many times that you now believe it to be true. I'm sure there's some more things. I can't think of them right now, but if you're struggling to put yourself out there, to show up as your true authentic self, to be exactly who you are behind closed doors in the public because you're afraid of what people might think or say, then hopefully these things can eventually help you to get to the point where you actually don't give a fuck.